Hi, are you guilty of not spending enough time with your children, especially in their formative years? Wow, I felt the same way too. Well, when we first had him, um, we put him in the child care nursery center as soon as he qualifies, and one of the reason is because we thought that it would be a better environment for him to learn social skills as well as to be able to kind of interact with other children, so to learn how to interact with other children, and at the same time to kind of learn, you know, academically. Now, later on, to a horror, it wasn't the case because we found out that two things, at two levels. At one level, we found that it was crazy because we were putting him at the daycare and he was there from as early as 8 a.m. and sometimes we only pick him up after 5. So he's there like the entire day, and when we bring him back, it's really to hurry him to eat his dinner, shower, and we do a little bit of story time, and that's it. And off to bed he goes, and then the next morning rinse and repeat. And so after a while we kind of evaluated that in addition to how much he was learning, and to our shock, I guess we have high expectations. To our shock, we realized that he wasn't learning all that much, or whatever he was learning in the preschool, we have already kind of taught him. Well, to put things up front, we are not the type of parents that think that our child should be super child, that they are super intelligent or they can do anything, and it's like by the age of 5 they should be able to tell you the constellation. At the age of 6 they should be able to write their own composition, music composition. No, that's not what we expect. But what we expect, or what we want, is for our children to be able to know what is the best way that they learn, and then to design learning experiences to suit the way that they learn. So after evaluating these two criteria, one is that we recognize that it is crazy to send him off to the preschool and have him stay there the entire day, and number two, that the amount that he's learning and the way that he's learning, to us, we think it's too rudimentary and also too rigid, and so we decided to take him out. And we experimented with a few things, and one of the things that we experimented with was homeschooling, which I will get into that in another episode. But here, what I want to talk about is that the idea of spending as much time as possible with the children, with our children in their formative years. And when we say formative years, we are looking at age 1 to 6. And in fact, when we thought about this shift, we made two conscious decisions. One is that instead of saying to spend time with them, we say to invest time with them. Again, for that, I will do another episode on invest versus spend. Why you should say invest time with your children or your family or your business rather than to say spend time. I'll get into that in another episode. But what I like to say is that two conscious things. One is to change the term from spending to investing. And number two, it's that we wanted to make sure that the time that we spend with them is not just quantity time, but also quality time. So, and that brings us to where we are at here now. As I'm recording this, we are currently at, where are we at, Moses? Fort Worth, in Texas, USA. And so the reason why we're doing this, we are on this 1-year travel adventure. So that started in September. when we started in London, and then we went to Vienna, and from Vienna we went to like Hungary, Switzerland, Germany.
Did we go Hungary?
Yeah, Budapest.
Oh.
Yeah, Germany, Switzerland, Prague, Czech Republic.
Yeah, I remember I take pictures with Darth Vader.
Yeah, and they took pictures with Darth Vader. And so, and of course, after that, we went on to Finland, and then we came to the United States. So, the reason.
Then I took pictures with Darth Vader first before I took pictures with Stormtroopers.
That is in Prague, is it?
Which one?
The one with Darth Vader.
Forgot?
Huh?
You forgot?
No, I didn't forget. I'm just asking you. So that's part of the reason why we're doing this is because we wanted not just to spend quantity time but also quality time with both of them before he turns 7 next year. Yeah? You're gonna turn 6 this year, you're gonna turn 7 next year.
I don't want to turn 7.
You wanna remain what? 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't need to go to school.
So you don't need to go to school. So we want to do this before before he hits 7. And the reason is because I firmly believe that, you know, during this time is the time, the first 7 years of their life is the time where they, you know, have the most highest level and the highest propensity to absorb anything that you throw at them. And so, you know, we want them to learn from us. I mean, if anything, if there is any mistakes or what, we want them to learn from us parents rather than to learn from someone else. All right, and so of course we want to teach them the best things. We want to teach them the right values. We want to teach them the right, you know, instill in them the right routines and the habits, for example. And so that's one of the key things. The other thing is also that, you know, we want to spend quantity time. We want to invest quantity time with them. See, even now I am still trying to correct myself as I go. We want to invest quantity time with them. So we want to be with them and around them as much as possible, letting them experience and see the way that we live, the way that we work. The good thing is that because I work remotely, and so as a result of that, they are able to see me recording all these videos, doing webinars, you know, getting on calls.
I do webinars right now.
No, you know, getting on calls and, you know, working early in the morning or late at night. So we want them to kind of see the way that we work. We want them to also see the way that we have fun and the way that we learn as well as we go on this whole learning adventure together. And so that's the key reason why we wanted to kind of invest time to this year, in fact, to take this year off, the entire year off, and invest the time to be with them.
What?
Huh?
What in a year what? We only coming back on October.
So September to September. So it's
No,
a year.
we're coming back on October.
We'll talk about that later, okay? And so we want to invest this time, you know, with them so that we can give them the best experience, and also we believe that during this period is time where their mind and their imagination will be stretched in so many possible ways I cannot, you know, imagine. And my only hope is that one fine day, because of the experiences that they have during this journey, is for them to say that, yeah, I have a breakthrough in terms of how to solve a problem, and the breakthrough came about during our trip this time when I saw this thing, for example. So those are my kind of wish. So in a nutshell, what I'm saying here is that, you know, we took a deliberate attempt and we took a deliberate decision to invest, you know, the first 7 years with them, the first 6 years at least, to be with them, quantity and quality time, and also to stretch their imagination and to give them the experiences that, you know, that will be able to fill their mind with all sorts of possibilities. And that's why we're doing this, right? So in a separate episode, we'll talk more about, my point of view about parenting. Thank you. And does the Jedi want to say something?